Hi everyone. The meeting will now come to order. So first let's do roll call. I'll start and then we'll go to Gerard. So I'm Neda Abdulrahim, Chair of the Bloomington Arts Commission, and I'm present.
Gerard Ponnecook, Co-Chair of the Grants Subcommittee. Present.
I'm Rebecca Keogh. I'm Chair of the Public Art Subcommittee. Present.
Colin Duggar, I'm present.
Austin White, present.
Paige Sharp, City Staff.
Gretchen Null, present.
Betsy Stewart, present.
Paul Anderson, present.
Christina Elam, City Staff.
Okay, thank you everyone. So next on the agenda is approval of minutes. So the Secretary's draft of the minutes of the July meeting was sent to you all, and a copy is in your meeting packet. Are there any corrections to the minutes as distributed? No? Okay, great. If there are no corrections, I move to approve the minutes as distributed. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor say yes.
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 All right, those opposed say no. Great, minutes are approved. Next, we will go over to the city staff for updates.
This has been the same budget that we've shared at the last several meetings, and nothing has changed at this point.
I like that for the minutes. Love that.
It's like one of the only times you'll have Paige be very succinct. You're like, thank God, let's keep it that way, Paige, and I'll give it a shot. Yeah, so any questions about the static budget? All right, cool. All right.
And then the.
You want to just roll into it? I'll just roll into it.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
so then I just wanted to let you guys know about it, and maybe you were on the email string and I wasn't present of mind to notice, but we did receive an email from Jan and Alexandra, who is a 2025 Artistic Advancement Grant recipient. You received that? Did everybody receive that? No. So it's just one of those great testimonials of how valuable this program really is. Because she learned that her book of poems, had been shortlisted for the 2026 Indiana Authors Award in Poetry. And the finalists, the selected awardees will be determined August, I think, 19. I bookmarked it on my calendar so I would know. But it was a book that she was able to publish as a result of this funding. So this would not have happened without the funding that this grant provided. And so I wanted to share that as part of our journey towards storytelling. And also, you know, that the work that you're doing is truly, truly valuable. When we grant out dollars, even though it's 800 or 1,000, it's still really impactful. I've always tell people artists are amazing. They could use like a stick of gum and a pencil and a glue stick, and they can make incredible things happen. And because they're creative and they're amazing people. So fingers crossed that Shannon will be able to cross that finish line. I had a wonderful conversation about her book. She was one of the participants in the Gallery Walk exhibition program that opened up last Friday. So we'll click on that, and then also wanted to introduce Colin Duggar, our new member.
Hey. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, why don't you just share a little bit about yourself?
Okay, yeah, so I'm from Bloomington originally, moved around a few times. We were talking about it earlier, I work in a dental office by day. I do a lot of DJ gigs around the town on the weekends. I've actually known Austin for quite a while. I have a bachelor's degree in music, so it's kind of like music oriented. It's more my artistic stuff I guess I have to offer, but I have a lot of friends in the community that are artists in all different sorts of facets, and yeah, it just seemed like a good opportunity to kind of get involved in the community and learn a little bit more about it. So glad to be here.
Great. Awesome. Thank you, Colin. And he is going to serve on the grants subcommittee, which I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about Colin as a creative entrepreneur, as we're really deepening our focus in the arts division around creative entrepreneurship, which leads to my third and final topic for the staff report, and that is the READY grant, which is an acronym for Regional Economic Accelerated Development Initiative, big mouthful. And the state has put in, at this point, $1 billion into economic development through this program. What came alongside was funding from Lilly for arts and cultural grants. So when I was consulting for the city, I partnered with Indiana University's Research Division to put in an application with 8 other partners requesting $3.5 million. Hey, Rob! And that grant application was funded. So the good news is we'll be building artist studios in the admin showers building, and then what other key elements? There's funding that will go towards Switchyard Park, like infrastructure needs, regional website for an artist directory, and also connecting artists across the 11 county region, which will be really great, and many other things. So we're excited to participate in that funded application, and we're already getting started on developing those studios. Any questions on that? All right, cool. And that is it for me.
Yes. I'm just going to interject and say, can we have our 2 commissioners that just joined us just say their names so we know that they're present?
Rob Shakespeare, present.
Lynn Hooker, present.
Okay, thank you. And then I think you guys just missed it, but Paige introduced Colin, who's our newest commissioner, who's going to be joining.
Nice to meet you.
Great. Going to be joining a grant subcommittee as well. Okay. All right. So next, we will go to updates from grants, I guess. Yes. We have 2 grants on the agenda today. So first to grants.
Great. Well, a busy agenda for grants, busy report here today. We also, the grants committee is hijacking this meeting a little bit to also kind of have our own meeting where we're going to be voting on a couple of things because it's just been difficult to get the group together, and this sort of matched the timeline for a couple things that we have coming up here soon. First thing is we're going to vote on last meeting's minutes. This is just for the members of the grants committee, and Colin, I believe this includes you, but you're welcome to abstain since.
Yeah, so therefore, yeah. Get on board here.
Yes. So the minutes from the last grant subcommittee meeting were distributed. Are there any noted corrections from the grant? This is just to, again, grants subcommittee members. Any noted corrections to those minutes? Great. I'm gonna motion to vote on those minutes. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Paul. All in favor of the grant subcommittee meeting, say yes.
Yes.
Any opposed, say no. Okay, great. The grants meeting minutes are approved. Thank you all. We have one more vote, but that'll come a little bit later. Okay, so next quick report is on the artistic advancement grants. So that window closed earlier this week on Monday, and I believe we received 82 applications. Yeah, which is a lot. And so the plan is, and I think Paige and I are going to huddle a little bit about this to discuss after this meeting, but in short, the plan is to put together the sort of like review committee for that, which I hope will involve as many people here as possible, and most likely some outside guests as well, just because of the size of the pool that we're looking at. We will distribute those applications in the next week or two, and are hoping to review those in mid-September, and I will send out a doodle poll shortly to kind of like confirm dates and times for folks to meet. We'll likely do it in 2 windows again, and we'll try to, I think, we'll likely have the committee members at both of those meetings, and then try to use up folks to maybe either come to one of those meetings, and kind of like how we did for the project grants. So, but all in all, I mean, I think that's a really successful window to have that many applications, and I look forward to reviewing them with you all. So the next thing, moving on, because art doesn't sleep, grants don't sleep. Operations grants. That window is going to open up next week.
Monday.
Yes, Monday.
Wow.
And so and with that were a couple changes that we made to the application. Paul and Paige, I think, both lended their expertise into adjusting the guidelines and the application for the operations grants. Just a quick review for folks. That grant is for just for 501c3 nonprofit organizations working and operating in Bloomington, can apply for funds up to, I believe it's $5,000. Yeah, that one ends up being a much smaller pool, but the applications are a little bit longer and more detailed because we're just reviewing more information. So yes, so those guidelines and the application were included in the materials for today, and I am wondering if there were any, before we move to vote to approve those, if there are any comments or concerns or questions about the materials that were provided.
Are you asking all of us or just the grants committee?
Since they were included in the packet for everyone, I'm open to hear comments from the group.
I honestly cannot remember how like different it was from like the
Payments.
previous years. How was there a lot of changes made, or is it just the highlighted stuff?
I think there were a good amount of changes.
There were a
but
lot
I'll-
of changes.
I'll-
We streamlined it, and removed some of the redundant questions,
Mhm.
and aligned it with the criteria as effectively as possible. Because it's only $5,000, and so try not to ask as much information, except for more necessary information to make a funding decision. And the things that were highlighted on the application were just optional as opposed to being required.
I
So
see,
that was
okay.
for Jeremy, who puts the application in the online system, so that's what those are about.
It looks pretty. Yeah.
And in terms of the guidelines, there were really very few changes other than the evaluation criteria, and I think removal of the 5% of the budget, because that was just too much of a layer of complexity. And so we were just going to fund by the request amount and budget bands. And so we
Okay.
asked what their annual operating income and expenses were, so we can help identify those bands.
Mhm.
Okay, great.
I thought it looked really good.
Yeah.
So I'd like to just add that there's been a big change in our approach to grants reviewing. Just less than 3 years ago, when I started on the committee, that some of those grant programs, the reviewers would rate each application a high, a medium, or a low, without any specific criteria, just kind of generally, this is what seemed right. And now there are, I think, excellent criteria for each of them.
Oh,
So-
yeah. It's huge what you
Yeah.
guys did.
Paul did a lot of that mental work, so yeah, thank you, Paul, for.
Are you patting yourself on the back right now?
Yeah.
Good job.
Great. Okay, well, if there are no other comments, then I would like to, again, looking at just the grants subcommittee, vote on the approval of those guidelines and applications with, what's the word?
Minor changes.
With minor changes.
There's always something that comes
So
up.
yeah, yes. Well, first of all, can I get a second to, I motion to vote on the materials. Can I get a second
Second.
from a committee member?
Oh, second.
Thank you. Okay, so all in favor of the operations grant guidelines and application with changes, say yes.
This is grants committee.
Grants committee, yeah. That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Any opposed, say no. Do I have an abstention? Okay, great. The materials are ready to go. Those will be, Paige and Christina, I think, thank you for your diligent work on getting those rolling. And here we go. Okay, so I have one quick thing. This is the worst thing on my list. I'm really sad to be delivering this news, but Paula is going to be leaving the commission. He's going to be moving to Washington, so
Which Washington?
Yeah.
Seattle.
yeah, and so we'll obviously no longer be serving on the grants committee or the arts commission, and I think that's certainly a major loss for the commission, but But really, thank you for everything that you've done on your time here and the thoughtfulness and care that you've put into both public art and grants committee work. So, thank you.
I'll miss you.
Those were all my items. Paul, did you?
No, I think Gerard has always minimized his own role. He's clearly the leader of these efforts, and I just kind of tag along as best I can. So, but thank you all. It's been great working with you. One of the things that's interesting to me is that if we look around the table here, I haven't. In January, I would end my first 3-year term, and right now, more than half the people around this table were not here when I started less than 3 years ago. So it's been a tremendous turnover and also a wonderful transfer of the baton, because such great people have come in to take places of other people who were also great. So it's a great commission.
And we have a little thing for you from the commission. Just pass that time. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us. We appreciate your work.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, you wrote notes, so thank you so much.
All right, thank you again, Paul.
We're really sly about it.
Cool. Well, that concludes the grants committee report.
All right,
So.
great. Thank you. Are you gonna need? I see there's 2 grants related stuff on the agenda. Do you need the second one, Gerard, or is that all you needed to do? I don't know why there was 2, but.
I think that was just an error on our
Okay.
part, perhaps, so let's just
No
go
worries.
ahead.
All right, so we'll
Right.
skip that.
Oh yeah,
Agenda
that's
numbers.
done for grant.
Okay.
I can be done talking today. So.
Can I give you the second one?
No, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Check back.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the updates and the grants subcommittee for voting on a couple of things today. We will now go to me, I guess, and I don't have any updates or anything to share. So then we'll now go to Rebecca for public art.
Okay. Yesterday we met as a public art subcommittee, so I'll just try to move through just some updates that we shared at our meeting yesterday. So a few things from the DBI initiative, the Downtown Bloomington Inc. initiative. So there's the Uptown mural. Is that what it's called, Christina? Yeah. The Uptown mural, there's a call out for RFP, so it's open until the 21st of August. So that's open now. The traffic boxes, the first one of 5 is completed, so that's by the Constellation Stage and Screen. The next one is set to start on the 10th, so actually just this week, earlier this week. That's at the corner of College and 6th, so by Social Cantina. So that one will be getting underway. And then the third one of 5 in front of the bus station to start by is it the 17th or the 17th. So I made a typo on the agenda before. That'll be in front of the bus station. So 3rd and Walnut, right? Yeah. And then World Foods Market, they're installing a mural on their building, so they've selected an artist, and so they're going to be in the design phase of that. So those are all the DBI initiative updates. And then we had Drew Collins, the Cox Scholar intern, give a little mini presentation yesterday to the public art committee. He's back for his senior year, I think, right? Mm-hmm. Working for the city. And he's made significant progress on the GIS public art map. It's up on the website. I'll have some minutes that I can share for the public art committee for next month about all of that, but he's making significant progress. So I don't know if Christina or Paige, you want to share a little bit more about that, what he shared yesterday.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was spacing out a little bit. The public art inventory is so important to us because documentation, so that if anybody leaves, we actually know what the inventory of public art is.
Yeah.
But also including the values of the pieces, so that we can get them insured, which is super helpful. And so he's done so much recon. Drew's just done a great job, and the condition assessment that he's put together is based upon, models around the country. And so we've just had a blast working on this. You'd think, like, collecting data, wow, that's really fun. But it's great to know that we have this available to us. And I think he's only got like maybe 20 more pieces to go, and then we'll have it completed, so then we can understand what kind of maintenance needs that we have, so we can start fixing the collection that we have. So I'm really excited about that work, because the next step we're all working towards policies, because he calls pages policies, because I'm policy obsessed, because I like to have policies so we know what the guidelines are from which we're going to operate. So this is a great strategic direction for that, so super, super appreciative of all his efforts.
Yeah, and so that concluded our meeting yesterday, and we adjourned. So that's all the updates I have.
Oh, I did want to add how much I appreciate Rob and all of his help with OT 987, which I just feel like is a great name for a little robot. It's going to get up and like leave. But it's that sculpture in the Trades District. It's really colorful. I love these like sticks, I guess, for lack of a better word. But it's supposed to be lighted, and it's supposed to do these really cool things. And Rob has just really gone out of his way to help me and the city identified what the issue is and finding somebody to help us get it fixed. So thank you, Rob, for all your help.
So it's not working.
No, it's really not.
I didn't know that.
But there was a good.
I'm surprised. Like I've heard from so many people, it's not working. So we're like really want to get it to work.
That's so disappointing
Did
because
it
it's
ever
pretty
light up?
new.
It's only did for a short time, and then it's not applying to work anymore. And so then we fixed it for a lot of money, and then here we are again. So we'll find a solution. Thank God we have Rob, because he's super smart. And we went on the hottest day of the year, which with a big black box in the sun, drenched. With I sent Henley to go get an umbrella. So while he's tinkering in there, talking to his friend in Colorado to try to diagnose the equipment, it was really. Let's talk about above and beyond. It was a mess, but we was able to do it. So we're getting so close, you guys. It's very
That
exciting.
piece is awesome, but man, is it just like the piece that just like keeps giving. Like it was such an effort to get. It was such an effort to get there in the ground, and then like, oof, man.
It makes you think about how you select things. That's what it does, right?
Amen, sister. Yeah.
All of it has to be considered, right?
Mm-hmm.
From the beginning.
Yes, including, wait for it, maintenance needs, right?
Oh, and I guess our other final update is that Betsy is new. She's transferred from the grants to the public art committee. So she's joining us to the public art committee subcommittee. So
Look forward to helping it.
yeah,
on
looking
that.
forward to have her on there. So
Very much.
so that's it for public art.
Great, thank you, Rebecca. And then Grants, Gerard has told us everything that we need to know from Grants, so we'll just skip the agenda item number 7. Next on the agenda is upcoming events and important dates. I just looked at it and it's pretty sparse.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I don't know if there's just nothing's happening or we've all kind of just slacked a little on putting in some of the events. But does anyone know of any events? Please feel free to put them in. You can give us some of them now and then we can put them in later.
I know on our side through like Arts and Humanity, I mean like things will start up in September, like October and stuff, but I think right now.
It could just be that
like
nothing's
the
happening.
First Thursdays festival start up, or is that what you're putting in right now? Yeah. Just because we both work at IU, so things will start up again in September, but I think right now it's pretty dead, just around town.
I mean, it is like we're technically on summer vacation, so I don't think much is happening.
Things will
but-
start up when students come back here in a few weeks. So.
But if anyone thinks of anything or has,
Is there a date for the 4th Street Festival yet?
oh, that's a good question.
That's such a repeating
Is that
thing.
happening?
Let me
Oh.
see.
There was talk, I think it is, but there was talk about it not happening for a while, but I'm pretty sure it's
I believe it's happening, and I think it's typically on Labor Day weekend. So that would be my guess.
That'd be
So
September.
immediately following the
September
first Thursday.
5th and 6th.
Maybe September 5th and 6th. Yeah.
And this is a little further out, but Lotus is October 1st through 4th.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Well, as you know, you hear of or anything comes up, just make note of an event, and you can either email us if it's kind of hard for you to get it on the sheet or on the Google sheet, or you can put it in yourself if you want. But it's always good to see what's going on in town.
There's Duran Jones and the Indications, the Grand Flume concert series at Switchard Park, and that's August 29th.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing that's up there? 'Cause
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Way to go, Paige.
August 24th, there's a Lotus Blossoms concert in the Lotus Fire Bay. David Greeley and Amelia Beer and.
Was that thunder or lightning?
I'm not sure.
I hope so.
Somebody-
I hope so too.
Gosh, I hope somebody didn't just like.
Bloomington is being found. Uh-oh.
It's OT 96. Just,
Yeah. OT96.
yeah.
That would be so great. I've been waiting for it to happen. Clearly. It could be trash. Maybe it's a trash can.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Like a loud trash can.
Okay.
Okay.
We won't spend too much time on this, but yes. Next thing on the agenda is any commissioner comments or announcements. Anyone want to share anything? Make us aware of anything going on?
I actually have a quick question for Christina and Paige. It's like, I think could be an announcement, but I'm wondering how the gallery and event went related to the Artistic Advancement Grant show and
Yeah, it went
at the
really well.
Waldron.
So first Thursday on the 7th, the Waldron put a gallery show of the 2025 Artistic Advancement Grant recipients. I think it was like 56 recipients total. We emailed everybody, around like 18 were able to participate, and it was across different mediums. So they had the Miller Gallery, which is that main gallery, and then downstairs was full of art. And then we had 3 performances. It was a dance and performance. 2 people were singing like folk music, and then they performed in that sitting area that's in the Waldron. And then we had another musical performance at the very beginning. It was very well attended. It was good, and it was nice. I got to just even like get a good shot of the dancer with first of all, the dancer was dancing everywhere. She just kind of went to different rooms, but also she got a really good shot of them like right in front of all the recipients' names. So we're gonna share all our pictures on social media. But yeah, so that's kind of how it went.
So is is it still in the gallery?
Yeah, so it'll be there until the 28th of this
Good.
month. So
Thank you.
Okay.
definitely go check that out.
Yeah, thanks, Christina.
Mhm.
I have one other announcement. So I know that the Indiana Arts Commission, their fall 27 or fall fiscal year 27 arts project support grant is currently open, and that I think is open for another couple of weeks or so. And that's a $4,000 grant that can be used toward that's awarded to arts organizations, not individuals, but arts organizations.
Is it arts, non-arts? It's just art. It's organizations in general.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's organizations
Yeah,
in general.
it's five, so it's
Yeah,
501c3.
right.
501c3.
2 organizations for an arts project. And yeah, if feel free to share the word. If you are part of an organization or know an organization who's looking for support for an arts project, that's one way to get it. And Nat Almanza, former commissioner, is the sort of Region 8, which is the region that Bloomington's in, or what's called the regional arts partner, the sort of like liaison between the IAC and a region. And so for questions or things like that, they can email her.
She works there now?
No. So the IAC like contracts people who are in like different regions, and so Nat still holds her position at the Arts and Humanities Council, but our office has been contracted to do Region 8 and Region 12, and so I'm the Region 12 rep, which is in southeastern Indiana, and Nat is the. I didn't want to do both like Bloomington grants and like Region 8 grants. So I was like, I'll take the other region. So yeah.
Just reach at 12:05.
Yeah,
I love it.
it's a trip.
Yeah, it is. It's true.
Awesome.
I had one other thing to say. So just a reminder about commissioner training. I know I keep saying that.
I'm still
so
waiting for my.
yeah, I emailed her. She'll reach out to you guys. So basically, she's saying that for the people who haven't been able to do their training, there's going to be another date coming up soon. So be on the lookout for that. They are keeping track of this, so they're gonna hound you until you do it. But yeah, it's something that you do once a year, and it's required by all commissioners. So even if you're cycling off at the end of the year, you still are required to do it. So just be on the lookout for the next training dates.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. So next on the agenda is public comment. I don't see anyone here. Is there anyone on Zoom? I don't think so, but we can check. No. Okay, so no public is present. So that means there being no further business, I move to adjourn the meeting. Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor say yes.
Yes.
Those opposed say no. Okay, meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.